Hi, my name is Mansi, and I'm the founder of the Ripple Practice. I just wanted to take a couple of minutes to share with you what the Ripple Practice is. It's easy enough to go on my website and read about it, but I think sometimes hearing about something makes more of an impact than reading about it does. So the Ripple Practice is not something that I just randomly made up one day. It's something that kind of I chanced upon when I realized that what I do every time I sit down to make, whether it's art, whether it's writing essays, whether it's even interacting with people, what I bring with me are these moments: reflection, identification, playing, personalizing, letting go, and embracing. That is what Ripple stands for: reflect, identify, play, personalize, let go, and embrace. It's a very inward facing practice if you look at it just with that lens, because we always bring something with us to the room we walk into. And if we reflect on what we're bringing, I think it transforms the interaction when we're aware of what we're bringing. It doesn't have to be judged, it just needs to be reflected upon and identified. And I think it's important for us to play, as adults especially, not just by finger painting, which is what I do every day, but just deciding to have ice cream before lunch, or deciding to wear red with neon blue. It's a form of play. Personalizing is something each one of us does, no matter who we are. It's the way we brew our tea, it's the way we warm our toast. How brown do you like your toast? It's the way we dress, what we choose. We personalize everything. It's not just the art, it's not just the words, it's not just how we present ourselves. There's a bit of us in everything. Our personality shows through. We let go every day too. Days do not go as planned. I mean, control is an illusion, right? And we embrace that. We embrace if we were planning to go out and have lunch on the patio somewhere and then it started to rain. What are you going to do? You let go and you embrace. So the Ripple Practice isn't just about art. It isn't just about writing. It's not just about making. It's about how we are, how we move in this world. And I think once we have that awareness of how we move in this world, we begin to notice how other people move in this world. And that's when the practice turns outward. What I do is I make handmade tokens. So these are mixed media art pieces. They're little 2 by 4 inch pieces that I make and I hand them out to strangers, to everyday workers, to people that I might never see again. For the most part, I don't see them again. Some I do, like the grocer at Safeway. I know her name is Hannah. I know a lot more about her than the average person because I have had conversations with her. You might have someone like that in your life, a barista you see every day, or somebody at Trader Joe's that you see every time you do your grocery shopping, or the mailman. We all have those everyday workers in our lives. And what I started doing was handing them these tangible tokens of appreciation, making conversation, which is very awkward as an adult to hand something out to another adult. But what the Ripple Practice taught me is that when you recognize someone beyond their role, beyond their function, when you include them, when you pause, when you are present, when you listen and you engage, it changes things. It changes how you move through the world because now that crossing guard isn't just a crossing guard, it's Alfredo, whose granddaughter goes to the high school my child will go to in a couple of years. You form connections, and I think that's one thing we're losing sight of, especially in this world of AI where most of us are spending time talking to Claude or ChatGPT or Gemini. I think this Ripple practice, both the inward and the outward facing pieces of it, connect us with each other and with ourselves just a little bit better. So I hope this gives you somewhat of a better understanding of what the Ripple practice is. And I welcome any questions you might have in DMs and in the comments.